There is a difference between being educated on the truth versus being conditioned to believe a lie. Truth is something that you can prove, something you can trace back to history, something you can bring receipts for. Conditioning, however, being conditioned is totally different. Conditioning happens when we inherit systems that we didn't create and that we certainly didn't ask for. Oye, mira, my name is Christian Ortiz. I'm a decolonial social scientist and technologist. Part of my job is to look at what the world looked like before colonization and how Europeans created the system of white supremacy, which impacts every single one of us today. For me, one of the prime examples of being conditioned in a society is the system of white supremacy. We don't ask for it, we inherit it. And before we take our first breath, we're conditioned by it. We're shaped by it. Let's face it, since birth, we're surrounded by messages that condition us to believe that black and brown skin is less valuable, less intelligent, and less human, and that white skin is the standard for beauty, power, and worth. That's not education, that's conditioning. So the question becomes, how do you distinguish between the two? How do you know when you've been truly educated properly on a subject, or conditioned to believe certain truths while excluding others? So here's the line. Education equips you with evidence. Education gives you history, documents, perspectives that hold up under scrutiny. Where we fail as a society, however, is we only adopt one type of history, one type of perspective. So we never get the full picture. Everything we have ever been taught as a society, from history taught in the classrooms, to the misinformation fed to us by our parents and grandparents. Every story written and taught in our society was written by those in power. The colonizers, the enslavers, and the empire builders. And then growing up, we're told that all of this information was neutral or objective, completely eliminating the perspective of the realities of those impacted by these systems. From entire libraries of truth being erased, to indigenous knowledge systems that really forged the foundation of this planet are just brushed off as myths. None of this is education, it's indoctrination. It is implicit conditioning. I'm going to leave you with this. If the history that you were taught was written by the very system that benefits from your ignorance, then whose truths have you actually been carrying, and whose truths have been denied?